Welcome back to the Pursuit of Accuracy. I'm Josh, and today we're doing a barrel shoot off between the CZ Factory MTR Match Chamber 20-inch barrel and our Lilja Match Chamber 21-inch barrel. So after our last barrel test, which was between the Lilja and the Bartlein, you guys really wanted to see the factory MTR barrel and see how it stacked up. So that's exactly what we're gonna do today. So same format as last time, but this time I did my homework beforehand. I shot all the lots of match and ammunition I had. I found what shot the best out of both, and it happened to be the same lot of Ely match. So we're gonna take that lot, we're gonna shoot five-shot groups at 100 yards. And I'm not sure if you can tell out here or not, but there is a little bit of wind. It is a little bit of breezy kind of off and on today. It's nothing too crazy, but probably 2 to 5 miles an hour. So that may open up some groups for us. So to even things up, we're gonna be shooting off the same exact bipod, and that is gonna be this huge, monstrous AccuTac you see in front of you. And this thing, I'll link it down in the description, but if you're shooting off the bench, man, that thing is stable. It's probably one of the most stable bipods I've ever used. So we're gonna use that on both, make sure we have the same advantages. We're gonna be shooting both scopes at 30 power magnification. This scope you have not seen before. So this is the Apex Rival 4 to 32. And this is a first focal plane. Like I said, 4 to 32 power. It is a mil-mil configuration. And this is the pre-production model. So on the production model, the anodizing is going to be slightly different. There are going to be some slight changes, but overall, this is more or less a production model scope. Enough talking. I put the target out there, 100 yards, five-shot groups, same lot of Ely match. Let's get to it. All right, so as always, we're going to shoot the guess first. This is the CZ match barrel. Okay, so we got our sighter fowlers taken care of. So we're going to go to the very top of the card, and we're going to shoot five-shot groups right across the top, and we'll see what it does. All right, last group. I thought that was really going to be a crazy good group. So let's swap everything over and we'll get the Lilja going. All right, so that's wrapped up. Let's get to the group shooting. We're going to drop down one row and see what we can do with the Lilja. All right, first group. I think the wind's gonna be the bane of our existence all day out here. Not looking too bad out of the Lilja. Well, that doesn't look too great. Of course, I wait till I compliment it to do something like that. Last group. Yep, wind got us on that one. All right, so let's go get that card and see what we got. So you guys have already seen these group sizes, but I tallied them up, and it does look like the Lilja squeaks out a win. So starting with the CZ MTR barrel, you can see we shot a 1.04, a 0.6, a 1.5, a 1.23, and a 0.69. We shot a 1.01 inch 5-shot group average at 100 yards in less than ideal conditions. That's shooting MOA. That's pretty good. There's nothing to scoff at. That's a factory barrel. Let's go over to the Lilja barrel. We shot a 0.7, a 0.65, a 0.81. We did have a 1.08, which, you know, those happen every now and again. Not a huge deal. Basically an MOA group. But then we had the last group, the 1.34, and you can see there we were going to shoot another 0.7, 0.8 inch group, and we had that one way out in the middle of nowhere, and I'm like 90% sure that was wind, but it is what it is. It's still a 1.34 inch group, although we have 4 much tighter in the one crazy outlier. But all those considered, we end up with a 0.91 inch average. So I'm not at all disappointed in those groups on either barrel setup, because you got a factory barrel, it's holding 1 MOA out there distance. You can see the potential for much smaller groups than MOA, but the wind didn't exactly help us. And then you have the Lilja barrel, which has been super consistent for me. And you know, I've shot some really small groups with this Lilja in that Ely match. I've shot some 0.3 inch groups, but realistically, those are not my averages. I tend to get half to 3/4 MOA with this gun out to distance. Now, when you get past 200 plus yards, then it, you know, it obviously opens up and starts getting closer to an MOA gun out there, but really happy with that. I wish the wind conditions were a little bit better, but at the end of the day, it's the real world. We're shooting in real conditions. I'm not cherry picking these groups. It doesn't take much wind at 100 to move that out of the group and open that group up. So if you're just holding and purely shooting for groups and holding a dead center hold and not accounting for wind, you know, the wind is going to open the groups up, and that's just reality. As always, I appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.